Welcome everyone to Coin New Yen Review channel. Before we dive into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share so more people can discover us. Enjoy the show. I heard a voice on the road saying it was too tired. I didn't wear it today. I thought it was my friend speaking. I instinctively asked how it was so awesome. How did it happen? Let me see. Then I turned around and met the incredulous gazes of two beautiful women. I stood frozen in place with a smile on my face. After 3 seconds of silence, my friend trailing behind burst out laughing. One of the girls quietly crossed her arms over her chest. It's not about hearing my excuses, Bo. When rushing to the cafeteria with my friend, because of the crowd, we walked one behind the other. My mind was full of thoughts about whether to eat Kohler chicken wings, or guobo meat, or maybe kung pao chicken. Suddenly, a voice from behind said it was so annoying. To tired not sisters hear my excuses, Bo. Listen to my explanation. I have this habit of blushing when embarrassed. Plus, the people behind were urging me to move forward, but I couldn't say a word. So I pulled up my jacket to cover my head and hurriedly dashed forward, afraid to catch another glimpse of the girl behind me, standing in front of the cafeteria counter. I irritably ordered all 3 meat dishes, not a single vegetable. If I hadn't been thinking about these damn foods earlier, I wouldn't have made such a fool of myself. While eating my meal and angrily walking out, a glance upward, and I locked eyes again with those 2 beautiful girls. I quickly covered my face again and again. Her face slightly red, she hurriedly turned away too. When my friend found me, he teased Ling Feng or something else, flirting with women on the spot. Speaking of this, I couldn't help but blush again, protesting I didn't. Don't talk nonsense. I thought it was you talking behind me. Am I talking nonsense? But those 2 girls were really pretty. Did you see? I pretended to bury myself in eating, and she didn't ask further. Later, I slowly forgot about the incident. Until before the National Day holiday, I took a substitute class job. The other party kindly arranged for me, his roommate, to accompany me. When I arrived at the designated classroom and saw a girl nodding at me, I confidently walked over, then froze. Was this the girl I mistook in the cafeteria stairwell? After standing still for 3 seconds, the teacher came in. I hurriedly sat down, then realized something was off. I quickly opened my phone and questioned the classmate who arranged the substitute. Why is your roommate a girl? The cute boy avatar on the other side looked innocent. I'm a girl, not sisters, but I'm a guy. My typing hands were already trembling. The teacher was still shouting from the podium for the class monitor to take attendance. Check if everyone's here. The class monitor takes attendance. No need to panic. Until the teacher repeated a second time, where's the class monitor? Where's the class monitor? The girl next to me suddenly remembered, stopped typing on her phone, and nudged me, whispering the class monitor's being called. He's the class monitor and still needs a substitute. No wonder. So many strange looks suddenly came my way. I gave a helpless, amused sigh, silently pulled out the mask from my clothes and put it on, looking utterly defeated. I'm the class monitor today. It'll take attendance. The teacher scratched his head, muttering, your class monitor changes around. The whole class burst into laughter. I was on the verge of tears. Finally finished taking attendance. Just sat down for a few minutes. The teacher asked a question and no one answered. So he said, then the class monitor will answer. Looking at the screen full of numbers and code, my head started to hurt. I was about to fake a cough and say I wasn't feeling well, when the girl next to me stood up. Teacher, he'll answer. The class monitor has a cold today, let him rest. After she sat down, I was so touched I could cry. Thank you. You're welcome. Let me introduce myself. I'm Willow Smoke. My friend really had something urgent and couldn't find anyone. In a panic, she didn't ask if you were a girl or a guy. Sorry. Her friends called Lily Grace. It's the National Day holiday. Today's the last day of class. The price for substitutes was jacked up high. I was only focused on the money and forgot to confirm the gender. In the end, I can't blame them. Oh well, my bad luck. But I gritted my teeth and asked Hayes, the class monitor, This was forgotten too. If Head said he was the class monitor earlier, I wouldn't have taken the job even if my life depended on it. Willow Smoke touched her nose. Probably forgot Bo, but I was still upset. Silently opened my phone. In Lily Grace's chat window, typed add more money. The other side typed and deleted, finally replying fine. Then I apologized to Willow Smoke, sorry about that day. It wasn't intentional. I thought it was my friend talking behind me. Really, you have to believe me. I wasn't trying to flirt with you. I can assure you. Looking at my earnest, quiet explanation, Willow Smoke looked at me, her hand resting on the book, her thumb flipping through the pages. I know I didn't take it to heart. Then she buried herself in note-taking again, her unnoticed ear tips showing a hint of red. I stared at the blackboard, listening to the teacher occasionally throw out a bunch of technical terms. My head ached too. Better not disturb her studying. So I started daydreaming. Class wasn't over yet, but I packed my things, ready to bolt as soon as the bell rang. I stared hard at the clock, feeling carefree and happy. 7 days of National Day holiday, here I come, plus the money I earned from substituting. I could have a great time. 3 minutes to the end of class. I was ready to dash to the high-speed rail station. At that moment, a sudden voice rang out in the abruptly quiet classroom. Alipay received 80 yuan. Everyone turned to look at me. The teacher gave me a stare too. My hands holding my bag froze. Damn it, I forgot to mute the sound. Even if I take a step back, was Lily Grace doing this on purpose? Couldn't she have sent it 3 minutes later? After enduring 3 minutes of scrutiny, the bell finally rang. I was finally free, sitting in the high-speed rail seat. My joy was infinitely amplified. Looking out the window, I was so happy I could sing on the spot. The train slowly started. A staff member offered candy. I was too engrossed in listening to music with my eyes closed. When I heard the sound and reached out, she had already pushed the cart to the next seat. My hand was left hanging alone in front of the bronze metal passenger, just as I regretfully tried to pull it back. A warm candy with body heat landed in my hand. I instinctively gripped it and glanced to the side. It was a girl, wearing a black mask, but petite in stature, her bangs barely covering her eyes, wearing a pure cotton white shirt, looking clean and fresh. Her slender fair hand was soft, neat and clean. Her exposed peach blossom eyes smiled like flames. The second our eyes met, my breath nearly stopped. Good heavens! Though I couldn't see her face. Sometimes beauty is just a feeling, and now I felt it. My heart was pounding unusually fast. Wasn't there a stunning beauty sitting next to me? Why didn't anyone tell me? I pulled back my hand, stammering nervously, thanks for the candy. She smiled, if you like it, I'll buy you more next time. Next time. I stared at her, bewildered, my eyes wide, blinking in confusion. Do we know each other? She laughed again, more noticeably than her earlier feigned smile. Her eyes curved into crescents. My face flushed, my youth ablaze. Then she took off her mask, lowering her eyes with a smile. We just met. Ling Feng, you forgot me so quickly. Her words carried a hint of grievance. A beautiful face loomed large before me. I couldn't help but swallow hard. I knew she was beautiful, but I didn't know she was that beautiful. The first meeting was a misunderstanding. I was too embarrassed to look at her. The second time was in class. She sat next to me. I didn't dare stare openly. So until now, I hadn't fully seen what she looked like. It hit my heart like a direct strike. What a coincidence, not just the same train, but sitting so close. What the hell is this? This is our fate. What was her name again? Can I say I kind of forgot? Forget it. Let's change the subject. Where are you headed? Spring City. I'm going to Spring City too. What a coincidence. Which high school did you go to? Spring City number 2. I got excited. I went to Spring City number 2 too. How come I never saw you, Willow Smoke? The school had too many people. It's normal not to remember. That's true, since we're from the same place. How about adding each other on WeChat? We can go back to school together. I was just thinking how to add her as a friend. Didn't expect her to suggest it first. I eagerly agreed, smiling at her, quickly accepting her friend request. To maintain my image, I forced myself to resist the urge to check her moments right then. When I finally lay on my big bed at home, I couldn't help but drool over Willow Smoke's moments. Hey, didn't expect Willow Smoke to be so interesting. She's pretty good at gaming too. And some photos of cats and dogs. Her moments were set to 1 month visible, so I couldn't see more after that. But from this, she posts pretty frequently, several posts in a day, thinking to start with a common topic. I slowly typed "You play Honor of Kings 2. She replied instantly, yeah. A few seconds later, she sent an invite. Wanna play together? This was exactly what I wanted. I quickly logged in and added her as a friend. Pulled her into the team. At the top of the screen, a friend frantically requested to join the team. I cancelled several times, but accidentally accepted the last one. A crisp female voice came through. Brother Ling Feng, you're back for the National Day holiday. Let's hang out tomorrow. I was so focused on playing with Willow Smoke, I didn't expect it to be her. This guy changed her avatar and name again. I was about to ask Willow Smoke if she minded me bringing a friend to play, when she opened her mic. I'm in Spring City too. Can I join? Of course. I smiled happily. Wenqing at the screen frowned, changing the subject. Brother Ling Feng, start the game. I'm great at jungling. Wenqing is a high schooler, only gets her phone during holidays. When picking heroes, she quickly locked in Ma Chao. Willow Smoke chose a marksman. After hesitating, Wenqing said, brother, pick Yao and follow me. I'll carry okay. After entering the game, I kept following Wenqing. Didn't notice when Willow Smoke turned off her mic. Wenqing chatted with me while playing, until the enemy marksman and support taunted Willow Smoke. Willow Smoke didn't say a word, kept holding the tower in the bottom lane. I couldn't stand it. Jumped away from Ma Chao. Sorry, Willow Smoke hasn't been following you. Willow Smoke typed, it's fine. You follow Ma Chao. I'm okay. I'm fine on my own. I saw the tower didn't fall. It's just that we got beaten back and didn't dare go out. It's just a couple of insults. It's fine. Ling Feng, Ma Chao still needs you. Just let me handle it alone. The more she said this, the guiltier I felt. I already brought someone else into the game and left Willow Smoke on her own. Wasn't I being too heartless, Bo? This was the kind of thing that'd make me want to slap myself in the middle of the night. When King's so skilled she doesn't need me, a support would do just fine. Wenqing, isn't that right? Wenqing gritted her teeth. Right. I'm good on my own. Brother Ling Feng, don't worry about whether I live or die. Then I won't worrying about you. I confidently supported Willow Smoke and even clapped back at the insults. Wenqing kept farming jungle monsters like nothing happened. With my support, Willow Smoke stopped playing defensively and racked up a few kills, taking the chance to push down the enemy's second tower. The game reached the mid to late stage. We started roaming to other lanes to help. Wenqing was still farming jungle monsters like crazy. I watched as Willow Smoke scored triple and quad kills. Our teammates quickly followed up, and in one push we took down the enemy's crystal. Wenqing sulking was halfway through fighting the dragon, not sure whether to keep going. The game ended. I didn't hold back praising Willow Smoke. You're really good at this game. She didn't get a chance to reply. Wenqing huffed, brother Ling Feng, you don't love me anymore. After saying that, she left the team and went offline. I wondered what's this kid so mad about, hesitating whether to go comfort her. But what about Willow Smoke? Then, she seemed to guess what I was thinking. Go check on her. Teenagers can be a bit rebellious. Talking it out will help. Alright, see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Before I could message Wenqing, I got a barrage of her accusatory texts. Ling Feng, you've really changed. You're starting to care about someone else. I'm not important anymore, am I? You even stood up for her. Can't she speak for herself? She's just playing the victim to steal you away. Why can't you see how fragile I am? You said you wouldn't ditch me and now you did. Do you know how wronged I feel? You kept praising her, brother Ling Feng. When we used to play games together, you never brought anyone else in. The kid's voice messages started to sound teary. This was a huge misunderstanding. I quickly called her. I already planned to play with Willow Smoke. You joining was an accident. Of course, I didn't dare say that out loud, but she cried even louder. You're on holiday and didn't play with me. You played with her. I went straight to send you flowers when I got online, only to see you gaming with someone else. How could you do this to me, Wah? You're almost in your final year of high school. I didn't want to keep dragging you into games, afraid it'd affect your studies. All excuses. When Xing sobbed, then why did you keep rejecting my team invites? Do you know how many times I tried? 6 times, exactly 6 times. That hit my guilty spot. I was done for. This kid wasn't going to be easy to appease. Finally, she seemed to cry herself out and was about to hang up. Tomorrow I'm going to see what that little vixen looks like. To have you so enchanted. I coaxed her for ages. Why was she still hung up on Willow Smoke? The next day, besides Willow Smoke and Wenqing, a few other friends came. As soon as Willow Smoke showed up, Wenqing bounced over, checking her out from head to toe. I quickly pulled her back, introducing her to Willow Smoke. This is Wenqing, the little sister we played with last night. Wenqing pouted. Who's a little sister? I'm only 2 years younger than you. Brother Ling Feng, I'm grown up too. Her little mouth kept going. I cut her off. Right. Arwen King's not a kid anymore. Aren't we going to play bumper cars soon? Let's get going. Bumper cars were her idea, and I'd upset her, so I couldn't object. Just told her to be safe. But at the bumper car place, she went straight for Willow Smoke. Brother Ling Feng said, you're great at bumper cars. I've got the cars ready. Pick whichever you want. Wanna race? You're not scared, are you? Wait, when did I say Willow Smoke was great at bumper cars? This girl was just stirring trouble. I was about to give Wenqing a proper talking to, but Willow Smoke stood her ground. What's there to be scared of? We're here, so let's play. I grabbed her. Don't listen to Wenqing's nonsense. I never said that. If you don't want to play, we won't. Then I glared at Wenqing. She turned her head away. Willow Smoke's voice was light. It's fine. I want to play. Brother Ling Feng, you heard her. She said she wants to play. Wenqing dragged Willow Smoke to get geared up, turning back to grin at me. Brother Ling Feng, don't worry. I'll win first place for you and give you the prize. Every time they had a group race, they'd bet on something. The losers would chip in for the prize. Wenqing rarely got holidays, so she invited a bunch of friends to play bumper cars. She was pretty good at this, often winning something back. But I was worried about Willow Smoke, not sure if she was actually good or just putting on a brave face. She wouldn't be in danger, right? This thought made me uneasy. I looked worriedly at Willow Smoke, about to get in the car. She seemed to notice my gaze. Turning back, her captivating eyes showing, she gave me a reassuring gesture, then got in the car. The race started quickly. Wenqing charged ahead, taking the lead. Willow Smoke was in about 3rd place. I finally relaxed. Looks like she knew how to play. Halfway through the race, Wenqing was still in 1st. I was already thinking about what the prize would be. But then Willow Smoke's car surged forward, overtaking 2nd place, closing in on Wenqing. Wenqing wouldn't let up until the gap got smaller and smaller. Wenqing saw this in her rearview mirror, gritted her teeth and floored it, widening the gap again. The crowd's excitement heated up, but I frowned. Even though I'd seen races like this plenty of times, I always held my breath, worried about Wenqing's safety. This time, I was worried about Willow Smoke. To their cars neck and neck. Through turn after turn, they'd already left the other competitors behind. Finally, at the last big turn, Willow Smoke overtook Wenqing, speeding to the finish line first. Willow Smoke actually won. That caught me by surprise. Wenqing got out of the car without a word. The prize was a watch. Willow Smoke took it and walked up to me, still in her bumper car gear, her figure graceful. She'd taken off her helmet, revealing her refined, stunning face. Fresh off her victory, several guys noticed her, asking for her contact info. She turned them all down, but now she placed the prize in front of me, lowering her eyes. Wanna try it on? But it's yours. If you like it, it's yours. She said it so casually, like asking if I'd eaten today. I looked into her eyes, seeing my own reflection in them. Her features were gorgeous, her gaze gentle. I felt like I was falling in. When Xing saw this and huffed, seeing we ignored her, she stepped closer and huffed again louder. The romantic moment vanished. I looked at her helplessly. Who told you to ignore me? You didn't even care about me, you jerk. I walked up to tease her. So when Xing, you didn't get hurt. Not getting first, are you gonna cry? She tilted her head proudly. I don't cry. And brother Ling Feng stopped treating me like a kid. I haven't cried in ages. Who was crying and complaining to me last night? Saying not to treat her like a kid, but loving to act like one and be babied. I couldn't help but laugh at her. Thinking back to the first time I met her, she was still in elementary school, hiding in the apartment complex stairwell crying. Hearing her, I thought she was being bullied. Turns out her parents broke a promise. Didn't come back for her birthday. She ran away from home in a huff, but only dared to hide in the complex, not even leaving the gate. Little Wenqing was sobbing her heart out. Who wants a birthday if it's made up later? While your parents don't celebrate with you, then I'll celebrate with you. Little Wenqing looked at me teary. There wasn't even a cake. I went back and smashed my piggy bank, bought her a cake and a gift, then took her to Haida Lao. A bunch of people sang her birthday song. Little Wenqing's eyes slowly lit up. Later she started calling me brother. Love sticking to me. I just started walking her to and from school every day. She said her parents were always busy. I was the only brother who'd spend time with her, and didn't find her annoying. The thing she said most was brother Ling Feng's the best. Brother Ling Feng, anything I have I'll give to you. My thoughts snapped back. When Xing looked at the watch and huffed dismissively, I thought it was something special. Brother Ling Feng, if you like it, I'll buy you 10. Knowing she wasn't joking, I shut that down. Don't waste money. I'm not a pack mule. Can I carry all that? Then what does brother Ling Feng want? I don't want anything. Just stay safe, that's the best. When Xing touched, leaned over and grabbed my arm. Brother Ling Feng, you're still the best. While I knew this little gremlin was pretending, Willow Smoke came over to back me up. Her eyes flickered. You two seem really close. I laughed. I treat Wenqing like my little sister. Little sister? Willow Smoke stood there, mulling it over for a moment. I didn't catch it. Asked her, what did you say? She shook her head. Nothing. When Wenqing was done crying, I patted her shoulder. All right, all right. She stood up straight. Seeing Willow Smoke still there, she looked a bit awkward. Didn't expect you to be pretty good at bumper cars. And you look decent enough. No wonder brother Ling Feng. Seeing her about to say something wild again, I quickly grabbed her, my eyes warning Wenqing. She shut up obediently. Later we went to eat, played escape rooms. For the next few days we hung out together. As the holiday was ending, we found a spot to camp and barbecue. A group of us sat around, some grilling skewers, some playing guitar and singing. A gentle evening breeze brushed our cheeks. Cicadas chirped from the dense branches in the distance, utterly relaxing. Willow Smoke placed the grilled skewers in front of us. I said thanks. When Xing came over, sadly, brother Ling Feng, it'll be a long time before I see you again. Don't get all sentimental now. Have you finished your homework? All done, brother Ling Feng. You really don't trust me. She huffed and took a bite of the barbecue. Someone brought over a crate of beer, and before I could stop her, Wenqing got drunk. Brother Ling Feng, do you have someone you like now? The next second she leaned close to my ear, whispering, I think that Willow Smoke likes you. You better not like her. That little vixen's just pretending to be pitiful. Everyone around heard her loud and clear. Willow Smoke's hand holding a water cup trembled slightly. She looked at us in a panic. My face flushed a bit too. I was about to say she was overthinking things, but when Xing just passed out like that, great, just great, leaving me her brother to deal with the awkwardness. Since Willow Smoke drove herself, we helped Wenqing leave first. As the car started moving slowly, I explained Wenqing. She was drunk and talking nonsense. Don't take it to heart. I know Wenqing's a bit childish. Because of me, she was a bit hostile toward you at first. I'm really sorry. I'll apologize on her behalf. Willow Smoke smiled. It's fine. I can understand her. And the second half she said was so quiet. Even sitting next to her, I didn't hear it clearly. I had to ask, what did you just say? Nothing, but am kind of curious too. Do you have someone you like now? She kept her eyes on the road while driving, her hands resting on the steering wheel, turning it now and then. From my angle, I could see her long lashes blinking, her eyes sparkling. The window was half open, her bangs lifted by the breeze and falling back. Over and over, I got lost watching her, not answering for a long time. She slightly turned her head, her throat bobbing as she made a sound, our faces almost touching. I quickly sat up straight, stumbling over my words. You're asking? I don't know. She didn't press further after my vague answer. After helping Wenxing back to her room, I walked her out of the complex. We agreed to head back to school together tomorrow afternoon. When I turned to go back, I saw Wenxing standing downstairs perfectly fine, stretching lazily, not looking drunk at all. I laughed in exasperation. Wenxing, you were putting on a show for us. She clung to me, acting coy. Brother Ling Feng, I want to see you for so long. I just wanted you to come back early and spend time with me. And I wanted to see what Willow Smoke's intentions are toward you. I teased. So what did you figure out? Wenxing scratched her head. I actually did figure it out. She likes you. You didn't see how nervous she was. 800 fake moves in a second, totally trying to seduce you. I didn't see that. She sighed. Of course you didn't. Brother Ling Feng, you were just as nervous. My heart skipped a beat, but I denied it. What are you talking about? Wenxing hit the nail on the head. Brother Ling Feng, you're blinded by her beauty. Annoyed and embarrassed, I started to walk away. She grabbed me. I'm sorry. Brother Ling Feng, play games with me. Brother Ling Feng, I can't resist her whining. Soon I wasn't mad anymore, happily gaming at her place. But as soon as I logged on, I saw Willow Smoke. That shouldn't have been a big deal. But Wenxing, who was supposed to be passed out, was right there in the same room. Wenxing clearly saw someone inviting me, leaned over, saw it was her, pouted hard. Why is she everywhere? Brother Ling Feng, you promised to play with me, don't invite her. I didn't. I exited the game, explained to Willow Smoke, then started a game with Wenxing. She finally cheered up. Brother Ling Feng, I'll play Yao to support you. I laughed, not carrying this time. Hey, I wanna play Yao. Always sticking to her brother, this girl. I helplessly picked a marksman. We played until midnight. When she finally got sleepy, I was so tired my eyes could barely stay open. But I saw an unread WeChat message, forcing my eyes open. It was Willow Smoke saying sleep early. Good night, I replied. Good night. Didn't expect her to reply instantly. Alright, I'm sleeping. The next day on the high-speed rail back to school, she stepped away for a bit, came back with a few packs of milk candy for me. Then I remembered her saying last time, should buy me more next time. Didn't think she meant it. And the one she gave me before was still in my bag. I couldn't bear to eat it. We each ate one, sweet and tangy with a milky flavor spreading in my mouth. I looked out the window, thinking about how I met Willow Smoke. It hadn't been long, but we felt like old friends. I thought of Wenxing saying she likes me, but how could that be? I didn't dwell on it. Just felt like letting things happen naturally was best. Back at school, life went on as usual, but I never lost touch with Willow Smoke. Maybe because we're from the same hometown, we always had plenty to talk about. Sometimes she'd ask me out, sometimes I'd ask her. We often played games together too. I thought it'd stay like that until New Year's Eve. Watching balloons fill the night sky, she suddenly asked Ling Feng, can I pursue you? She said, I like you. I don't want to only be friends with you forever. I didn't say it outright at first, because I was afraid you'd think I'm too forward. Willow Smoke looked at me nervously. After spending this time together, what do you think of me? Can I try pursuing you? You don't have to answer right away. If you really mind, or don't want to hang out with me anymore, you can just tell me. I won't cling or pester. The world around us was noisy, but her words seemed to block it all out. I looked into her eyes for a long time, and only said, I'll think about it. It's not that I was scared of her. I was just afraid I was swayed by her beauty, getting carried away. Later I agreed to let her pursue me, because I had to admit, no matter what, I really liked her. If I like her, and she likes me. What reason do we have not to try? I like flowers. So she started sending me flowers often. But I was the one who confessed first. Everyone deserves a chance to express their love. I didn't want my youth to have regrets. She didn't expect me to confess first. Her hands holding the gift were trembling. In disbelief, she asked again, Ling Feng, "What did you just say?" I smiled and handed her my confession gift. A pair of couple necklaces. I said, "I like you. Will you be my girlfriend?" She nodded eagerly, picked up the necklace to look at it. The next second, I leaned in while she wasn't looking and gently kissed her cheek. I was aiming for her soft lips, but chickened out, so I kissed her cheek instead. Her face turned red instantly. We laughed together. The necklace in her hand trembled too, gleaming silver in the moonlight. Later, she wore that necklace every day. She said it was proof of our love. After we got together, she still loved sending me flowers. My roommate said our dorm was turning into a flower shop. I told her to stop, so she switched to other little surprises. During winter break, she came to my complex to find me. We were holding hands and talking. When Wenqing coming down to throw out trash caught us. Wenking's eyes widened, pointing at us in disbelief. You two in broad daylight, under the clear sky. What are you doing? I looked up at the moon, lost in thought. What was perfectly normal hand-holding. Felt a bit guilty after she said that. Wenqing tossed the trash, ran over brother Ling Feng. How are you still with her? Seeing we were still holding hands, she pouted and pried our hands apart. I laughed helplessly, let go and called her name Wenqing. She looked at me teary-eyed. Brother Ling Feng, you don't want me anymore. How could that be? You're still my little sister. Willow Smoke smiled and patted her shoulder. I'll treat you like a little sister too. Wenqing pouted, who wants to be your sister? She looked at me. Brother Ling Feng, will you still play with me? I comforted her, of course. You'll always have a special place in my heart. Wenqing finally broke into a smile. Where are you guys going to hang out? Take me with you. Willow Smoke next to us gave an exasperated laugh. Ooh, coaxing people is exhausting. Years later, whenever Willow Smoke recalled this moment, she'd sulk for half a day, mimicking my tone. You'll always have a special place in my heart. What about me? Where am I? I kissed her. You're in my heart too. Willow Smoke huffed. Your heart's pretty crowded. No way around it. I kissed her again. You're different. You're the most important. Willow Smoke kissed me back, not letting up. How am I important? You tell me love lasts till the ends of the earth. Only longing lingers in dreams. Epilogue. Willow Smoke's perspective. Ling Feng always thought the cafeteria stairwell was our first meeting, but actually I'd known him long before. At Spring City No. 2 South New Year's Gala, he was singing on stage. People shouted his name, Ling Feng, Ling Feng. I quickly covered my face again and again. Later, I'd often see him at school in his loose uniform. In the moments we passed by, his figure etched itself in my mind. But with senior year approaching, those feelings got buried in the rush of exams. Until that accidental moment in the stairwell when he turned back. Everyone thought I was shocked by his words. Only I knew what I was thinking. Long time no see, Ling Feng. I told a friend about it. Asked what to do when you have a crush. She gave me an idea. To post more on moments to show myself off. So those days, I posted everything I could. Waiting for our next meeting. I was being a coward. Later, when Lily Grace had a family emergency, she hurriedly found a substitute. But something felt off. Why did Lily Grace find a guy sitting next to him as the substitute? My hands shook as I typed to Lily Grace. So nervous I forgot about adding him as a friend. My heart was racing. He was still so bright and charming when he smiled. Until we ended up next to each other on the train. I suddenly believed. Some fates are destined by the heavens. I shouldn't be afraid anymore. So I spoke up. How about we add each other on WeChat? Get to know each other for the rest of our lives. I didn't want to miss this chance. I wanted to seize this moment, to let him know my heart. And from then on, every step we took was toward a shared future.